So basically, this video is a special thank you to Arwish. Thanks so much for your recent donation on the live stream and for being a very recurrent viewer. This is for you. You recommended this, so I really don't know nothing, Arwish. You're gonna be my guide on this whole experience because usually the only Mafia games that I know about is just the older ones and the I think Mafia 3 Definitive Edition. But without any more further ado, and once again saying thank you for all the support, guys. Let's go. Click.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood.
Just like
This
they
is
do
a
with the
family.
older Mafia Italian ways.
And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family? I do.
Imagine if you could actually mount a horse to be able to walk around, you know?
Repeat these words. I swear
I
my
don't know why,
loyalty
but he's giving like some Uncharted vibes as well.
to this family. My flesh has to burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath, welcome, Enzo.
All right, let me go back and try to break this a little bit down. First of all, I think that it's in a way kind of funny, you know, to just like see the in-engine cinematic rendered for the trailer, because nowadays they kind of needed to do that, right? They needed to just tell us that this might be different from the actual like gameplay experience. Within reason, there have been like so many times that people just got so frustrated with that, you know.
All of the men in this room
And now the man in this room is bounded by blood. You can see the little cross just because of how like religious some of like these mafia groups could get, especially the older ones. And it's kind of crazy, you know, because here in Brazil we have like this way with when it comes to factions and other like criminal organizations that they bound you for life. It's a no going back type of thing. But it's just traced back. If we trace it back to like the Italian way of doing so and the mafia times, this was not just about riches and there's a no way out type of thing. This was about honor and blood, or at least they had like this whole like a thing about it to just make it seem like more honorable, you know. It's interesting to just be able to see that things like this were what, just 100 years like in our history. If you went back about 100 years, you would be able to see these type of things happening, and even less actually.
are bound by blood.
All men in this room are bound by blood. I don't know why, but I just see like this guy in the back of the frame, and I just really think that this guy is gonna be a snitch. I don't know why. The second in command always like ends up doing some shenanigans to the whole thing. This is a family.
And in this family, we follow.
I think that nowadays the only like criminal organization that I can think about that kind of has similar ideals as the mafia with this whole like, this is a family, these are brothers, and this is like your life now, this is your blood now. I can only think about I think that the Hells Angels and other like bike gangs, you know, the ones that they have on the States. Because I watched the show Sons of Anarchy, and they kind of portrayed like similar displays like they're doing right now, you know.
A code of honor.
Oh yeah, like I know he could be an advisor, but usually, and is that just a cliche that we usually see in movies? Usually the second in command, usually he starts like doing some weird things or shady things, or he just wants to try to leave the game, you know. Usually the second in command never has a decent ending, because that just helps to create chaos in the world. It helps to separate the boss and like the protagonist, and it helps to just erase the sense that things were and would still be like older times. No, things are changing. So I think that that guy is not gonna end well. I don't think that he's gonna survive this story. Code of Honor.
It is not forgiving.
Not forgiven. Also, I don't know. This guy has like some glasses. You saw it? So maybe this is like the second in command and he was sent to take care of him. And when it says is not forgiven, it could be like someone who betrayed them and they're just doing what they need to do. You know, they are taking care of it.
To betray one.
To betray once, to betray all. I wonder if we're gonna see like stories in other Mafia games where the protagonist just wants to leave the game and that's how it goes. And then he needs to fight everyone.
Do you wish to commit yourself, your life,
Also,
to this family?
this scene for me just goes so hard. Because the guy literally just takes a picture of like Saint, I think Saint Mary, how you guys call it in English, right? And like a picture of like baby Jesus, and then he just lets it burn in his palm, you know, as he do his vows.
I do.
But I really want to say this, that if you can actually just roam around like Italy instead of just roaming in a city like New York, like we saw with some of the Mafia games, this could be so cool, just roaming around like the towns and like the country. Imagine like being in a chase sequence that you have like horsemen chasing you with guns. Of course, there has to be a shootout in some like historical sites.
It's a family.
There has to be the switchblade.
My flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
If I do not keep my heart.
Welcome, Enzo.
And I also need to say, like, this is for Brazilian, this is like the most like a meme thing that can happen, because in Brazil we have like to say that anyone who's called Enzo is basically someone that is just like someone that is extremely old even though they're young. It's someone that will be born and already look like they are like what, 60? Or it says the town is San Celeste, the same town the first chapter of Mafia 2 took place and where Tom Angelo from the first game is born. Oh, okay, so that's how they're connecting the whole thing. Interesting. Do you think that we would actually be maybe able to see Angelo as a kid, maybe, or in the original like story was Angelo actually Tommy like Angelo took from like this town when he was a baby and then brought into the States because he had an accent, right? It'd be fun if we actually saw this, if we actually saw like the character as a child. I think it's kind of bound to happen, or we're gonna actually see his family, you know, and maybe why they went to the United States. Because if we remember right, Tommy Angelo, he was not in the Mafia when it all began. They immigrated, and at first he didn't want anything to do with the Mafia, so maybe his family had something bad happen in the past. So that's why he never joined it, and that's why they were in the States without being in an Italian community. Who knows? Let me get to this. Mafia the Old Country. How much is this game gonna cost? Do they give any predictions? Or which could you tell me that? How much is this game to come around? Let me Google. Mafia the Old Country price. They don't have a direct answer yet. Oh wait, they have it on Steam. Oh, you can only wishlist. Damn it. But how much is it gonna cost? It says Tommy and his family moved into the States in 1904. So so if this game will take place before that, it will be sick. I think it will. You know, just so they can connect the whole storyline, and I definitely think that they will connect the things, you know, because if every game like it kind of starts with a character that is connected to the previous game, you know. For example, I think that Mafia 1 or 2, you're following someone, and in the story you kill an old guy who betrayed the family, and that guy was Tommy Angelo when he was older, when he was already an old man. And on Mafia 3, you went ahead and you played as Tommy Angelo on the past. I think that Tommy Angelo is gonna connect all the videos, you know? Yeah, but at least those are my thoughts. That's what I think, you know, from this. It's interesting. And once more, I don't know what to expect. I think that I will most likely watch this whole video, like this whole gameplay, as just a casual series that I watch with one of my favorite YouTubers. But I don't know. But that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think. Have you considered becoming a patron or a member of the channel? Links down below.